I saw this. All of it.
You have the sight.
Don't pretend ignorance. My Bene Gesserit sisters knew of my history, of my time among the Fremen.
It's true. You drank the water of life. You survived the weirding ritual.
How else could I do as my sisters commanded? Without the power of the blessed water, I could never have survived the scrutiny of the Emperor's seers.
But you did. And Corrino is dead by your hand. Perhaps you are the one.
The atrocity was born of duty. I served you well. You expect more from me? What do you want from me? Speak. Truth.
You dare to use the voice! You dare to enter my mind unbidden!
You are not what you seem, Reverend Mother. What horror are you planning?
This interview is over. You will obey us, sister, or you will die. God!
I can only die once.
There are deaths, and there are deaths! You will obey us.
Know then that the first great spice war on the planet Arrakis has ended. The Emperor Corrino is dead, poisoned by his concubine, the Lady Elara. Now, a new war rages for the control of the Golden Mayan Throne. A great civil war between the noble houses of the Landsraad. Only 3 houses remain with the resources and ability to seize control of the throne. The noble Atreides, the insidious Ordos, the evil Harkonnen. All 3 are evenly poised. All 3 are equally committed. All 3 know that the key to victory lies on a vast, barren, waterless world. Arrakis, home of the most precious substance in the known universe. The spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice expands consciousness. The spice is vital to space travel. A new war begins. Each of the 3 great houses must attempt to gain the majority of occupied territories on the planet. Who controls Arrakis controls the spice. And who controls the spice controls the universe.
The reign of House Corrino is ended. Another house must take its place. I am Shafla. I represent the Spacing Guild's interest in this matter. Under the terms of the Great Convention, a limited form of warfare known as the War of Assassins has been declared by 3 factions. House Atreides, House Harkonnen, and House Ordos. The rules of conflict prescribe formal declarations of intent. Who would speak for House Atreides?
I am the Duke Achilles of Arrakis.
Of Arrakis! Oh my, that is too rich. I see the Atreides still harbor delusions of superiority.
I was told I would be able to speak.
Baron, you will have your time.
Indeed, I will.
House Atreides will abide by the terms of the Great Convention. Our intent is to secure the planet Arrakis and oversee the production of spice for the good of all.
Baron Rakan.
I had hoped to avoid this unfortunate conflict. My intent was to make a gesture of peace.
Peace? We have oft-times seen the Harkonnen's treachery. While he talks of peace, he plans for war.
Talk is irrelevant. Peace is not an option.
Who is this creature?
It speaks for the Executrix of House Ordos.
Is the Executrix afraid to speak for themselves? Are they so cowardly?
We are the Executrix of House Ordos. We fear nothing. We will abide by the terms prescribed by this council. We will eliminate all competitors. In the end, we will prevail. All other considerations are trivial.
Let it be war then! We will take Arrakis! We will control the space!
Control nothing. Enough! Know then that the War of Assassins has begun. The war will be limited to the planet Arrakis. Use of atomics is forbidden. So long as these rules are followed, the Guild will not interfere. But understand this. During this conflict, and following it, no matter what the outcome, the spice must flow. This council is ended. The war begins.
It has never ended. Arrakis lies at the hub of the universe. Once more, the wheel is poised to turn.
Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to you all. I'm donHaize, and today we are going to be doing a new Emperor Battle for Dune campaign on hard for the Ordos. So without further ado, let's jump into the series and let's do this. I will say Ordos is probably my favourite race to play, so looking forward to this one, especially laser tanks.
House Ordos of the ice world Draconis IV. The Ordos are known for their use of forbidden technologies. Their leader is the Executrix, 4 beings that share a single mind. They communicate through a creature known only as the Speaker. The Ordos are mercenary. They care for nothing save power and wealth. In the language of the Ordos, there are no words for the concepts of trust or honor. There are more than 300 for the concept of profit.
Hells yeah.
I have procured a new military strategist, as you directed.
Strategist and overseer. The occupation has many facets. Surely the fate of the precursory strategist. Fear is an efficient tool of management.
Let me die.
Your predecessor's contract is ended. Yours is now in force. I am Roma Atani, Mentat to the Ordos Executrix. To assure our victory in the War of Assassins, House Ordos has procured the technology to create Golas. Slave warriors grown in flesh vats, genetically formed from the corpses of our fallen enemies. These should prove quite effective for infiltration and assassination. As strategist and overseer, you will command our forces on Arrakis. That is the directive. You will recover territories lost by your predecessor. That is the imperative. You will acquire the planet and its one profitable feature, the spice melange, for House Ordos. That is the only acceptable outcome. Failure is not an option.
I love that. Failure is not an option. Alright.
Greetings, strategist. Your employment contract is now in effect. Total obedience to the Executrix is mandatory. You will do as you are ordered. You will command the Ordos forces on Arrakis. Victory is mandatory. Failure is unacceptable. Destroy the base. Neutralize the enemy. The Executrix will control the Golden Lion throne and rule the known universe. As a means to this end, you will acquire control of the production of the spice melange. Its only source is the planet Arrakis. Conquer this planet for House Ordos. That is your directive. The enemy is attacking. Additional forces are arriving. Neutralize the enemy. Additional forces are arriving.
House Ordos.
Victory is yours.
The supremacy of House Ordos is our only consideration.
I love laser tanks.
Few have set foot on Salusa Secundus and lived to speak of it.
A single life is irrelevant.
And what is relevant, Mentat?
The Sardakar's function is to serve an emperor. Without one, you have no purpose.
Without an emperor, we are ruled by the forces of chaos.
That is intuitively obvious. And with chaos, there can be no profit. House Ordos will bring order out of chaos.
Will you? How?
Enter!
My lord!
Treachery! Have you lost your mind? On your feet, General! No. Corrino is dead! What is this abomination? Face dancer? I am no face dancer.
It speaks with the Emperor's voice.
I am Corrino in all ways except one. I am not Corrino.
Spare me your riddles! What are you? Speak truth or die, here and now.
I am a genetic duplicate.
A Gola.
Is that true?
Genetic samples were taken from the dead body of the Emperor and smuggled from Kaitan by Tailaxu's spies. These have been purchased by House Ordos.
Then he is identical to Corrino in every respect.
Your Emperor could return to his throne. A campaign of propaganda could explain that he fled an assassination plot and took asylum among the Ordos.
Things would be just as they were.
No. This creature was born of the Tailaxu flesh vats. How can it be trusted? Mentat, go and tell your Executrix that the Sadukar will travel to Arrakis to observe the war. And we will ally with the house that proves strongest. Should that be House Ordos, then we will discuss the proper use of this thing.
And when I have been returned to my throne, Sadukar, we shall discuss your disrespect at length.
Perhaps. But as the Mentat graciously pointed out, a single life is irrelevant. Come, Bursig. Our troops leave for Arrakis within the hour.
You have performed satisfactorily. I am directed by the Executrix to reveal classified information at this time. The Gola is conditioned to be loyal to House Ordos. When House Ordos defeats its enemies, the Gola will be placed on the throne as a puppet emperor. The Executrix will remain the true leaders of the Empire. Your immediate concern is Arrakis. The planet is infested by sentient nomads, the Fremen. They survive by wearing water reclamation systems. These exodermal units are called stillsuits. These creatures are of little use to the Ordos. Avoid all conflict with them. But if they should interfere with your mission, destroy them. That is the directive.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be so fun. Alright. Sardaukar, let's go get me some Sardaukar. Yeah, let's go around the outside.
House Harkonnen seeks an alliance with the Imperial Sardaukar. this alliance may pose a threat to our expansion. A Sardaukar Ghola has been obtained to assist in the capture of this territory. He will lead the Sardaukar against our enemy. They will deliver the territory to us.
Engineers can enter. The laser mounted on the stabilized turret of the laser tank is a precision weapon capable of severely damaging any vehicle or building. The unit's maneuverability and speed enable it to destroy an opponent without being hit in return. Its shields and self-healing abilities will allow it to regenerate when damage is inflicted upon it. As with all Ordos units, damage will result in a severe degradation of performance. All hover vehicles may cross dust bowls, but cannot run infantry down.
One of the best units in the game. I'm calling it now. Or that, or I'm either over-egging it. Either way, we use our reinforcements to take this area. Should be pretty straightforward.
Prepare your troops for the assault.
Your orders complying. All system.
Use the Ghola to persuade the Sardaukar troops to attack the Harkonnen base. You will be notified when the Sardaukar have arrived. You must not allow the enemy to kill the Ghola.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Should find the Sardaukar. This guy.
Ready. Your orders complying.
Ready to place. New construction options are now available. Construction started.
Ready. Of course.
Our listening posts report that the Ghola has been seen by the enemy. It will now be targeted for destruction. If the Ghola does not reach the Sardaukar, we will not be able to control them.
Oh, I found their base. Okay, that's not where he wants to be then.
Of course. Your orders complying.
Okay, well they're crippled. Now I just need to find
A
where...
Sardaukar force has been detected.
Of course. Of course.
Oh shit.
We were supposed to rendezvous at this location. Where is the plan?
The Sardaukar have arrived. Utilize the Ghola to take command of them. The Ghola must be protected. That is the imperative.
Complying. Of course. Ready to move. Complying. Ready. Of course. Ready to move. Complying. Of course. Your orders. Complying. Of course. Ready to move. Complying.
This is pretty much done deal now.
Construction started.
Ready to move. Our orders have been ordered. We are to attack the Harkonnen settlement. Orders confirmed. Death before dishonor.
Damn straight, death before dishonor. Man, these attacks so good.
Victory is yours.
Cha-ching.
The Harkonnens' hope for an alliance with the Sardaukar has been defeated. Neither side suspects us. Our deception was a success.
Yeah. Harkonnen gonna attack back. It's fine.
Ghola officers have infiltrated the Sardaukar command structure. They will order attacks upon our enemies. You have been supplied with extra Ghola officers. Use them to assume control of any Sardaukar attack squads you encounter. The Sardaukar are impressed with our skill. They will ally with us.
Nice.
When deployed, the APC is a hover vehicle.
APC so good. Well, the Ordos version is anyway.
We have planted agents within the Sardaukar command structure. They have ordered attacks on our enemies. Use the Gholas to assume control of the Sardaukar units in this region.
We need to find the Sardaukar, I guess.
Building ready to place.
Where's the Gola? Call him T2, put him there.
Your orders ready to
Mortar supply ready.
comply.
Oh, found them.
Comply.
A group of Sardaukar have arrived. Move the Gola close to them and use it to take command.
Of course.
Do they even have anything else other than that?
Comply.
Because if not, I probably don't want to destroy that just yet. Okay, now they do. Good, good, good.
House Ordos. Comply. Comply. Or House Ordos.
Nice, nice, nice.
Ready. Of course. We are at your command. Comply. For House Ordos.
That'll do it.
Victory is yours.
The supremacy of House Ordos is our only consideration.
Oh yeah, Atreides attacking Harkonnen, that's cool. This is the next one's the freighter. Yeah, this one. This mission.
The troop reinforcements are adequate, Great Ones. When we return to Arrakis, how shall we proceed?
There is a new directive. We wish to test a recently acquired weapons technology. Deviator gas. Those who breathe it are driven into a killing frenzy. They are also highly susceptible to suggestion. You will transport a container of the gas to the maintenance area of the Highliner. There, you will release it into the air supply.
Before we reach Arrakis,
That is the directive.
I would not presume to question the judgment of the Executrix.
That is wise.
This will violate the terms of the Great Convention.
The convention is irrelevant. The supremacy of House Ordos is the only consideration.
You have been given the mission. If you value your contract and your life, you will not fail.
As the Ordos say, failure is not an option. Victory is the only acceptable outcome.
Enemy reinforcements must not reach Arrakis. Deviator gas will be introduced into the oxygen supply of the Highliner. 2 engineers have been assigned to you for this purpose. A bodyguard is also present. Rely on stealth rather than strength to complete this mission.
Ready to move. Complying. Awaiting instruction. Relocation commencing. Relocation commencing. Complying.
Wait, what are we trying to do? Oh, we're getting to this. Right, okay.
Your orders. Comply. For House Ordos. Comply. For House Ordos. Complying.
These forces will obey your directives.
Your orders. Complying. Ready to move. Obey. Observation. Area scan commencing. Ready to move. Complying. Ready to move. Strike now. Your orders. Complying. Your orders.
Lost.
Complying. Ready to move. Your orders. We are area scan.
It's a very different mission to the Harkonnen one. Harkonnen was just kill everything. Our purpose is observation.
Complying. For House Ordos. Complying. We are at your orders. Complying.
Unit lost.
Whoa! Snipers.
Transport powered up. Ready to move.
I got a mortar guy.
What is the directive? Obey.
Unit lost.
Transport powered
Range.
up.
Okay, that's okay. I know what I can do.
Target data entered.
Target data entered. Target data entered.
Or maybe not.
For House Ordos. For House Ordos. For House Ordos. For House Ordos. Target data entered. For House Ordos. For House Ordos.
Well, that's annoying. How do I get... Oh.
Target data entered. Target data entered.
There we go.
Your orders complying. Your orders complying. Your orders complying. 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 Your orders complying. Your orders complying. For House Ordos.
For House Ordos.
Complying. 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 Complying.
Okay.
Ready to move. Strike now. Ready to move. Complying. Ready to move. Complying. 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 Your orders. Your orders. Complying. We are at your disposal. Ready to move.
Presume there's going to be another one.
The engineer has sabotaged the oxygen generator. The enemy will kill one another. The
Nice.
supremacy of House Ordos is our only consideration. Again, your performance is acceptable. The termination clause of your contract will not be utilized at this time. A strategy must be devised with regards to weapons procurement. The Tailaxu and Ix both offer new technologies that could prove useful, but the two are enemies. Each has made it clear that we are not to trade with the other. To do so would be a violation of contract. House Ix offers several new devices. They have developed projectors, armored vehicles that project holographic illusions. They have also developed infiltrators, a counter technology that will expose any type of enemy stealth unit. House Tailaxu offers new technology as well. Contaminators, vat-grown human hybrids that carry a virus. The virus mutates living tissue, transforming them into additional contaminators. Leeches, bioengineered tanks that convert enemy units into replicas of themselves. A strategy must be devised. It may be possible to deal with both suppliers, but not without risk. If either discovers a covert deal with its enemy, they will retaliate. Consider your options carefully.
Love that. Alright, let's continue pushing Harkonnen, I think. For now.
Harkonnen forces are strong in this region. They must be weakened if the territory is to be captured. Gola bioform likenesses of Harkonnen troops should be used to provoke Sardaukar forces based here. We predict an immediate response. This will allow us to capture territory more efficiently.
Saboteurs are conditioned, heavily armored and
Yes.
slow. The Cobra has a massive howitzer mounted on its center line. It serves a dual purpose, acting as a standard tank or as a fixed emplacement. As a tank, it is slow and unmaneuverable, but it can move freely around the battlefield. In its fixed role, it benefits from longer range and greater turret traverse, and has the ability to engage enemies in all directions.
Such a strong unit.
The EITS relies on its stealth ability to avoid detection. Its only weapon system is an explosive charge, which can be detonated at any time. The blast is focused downwards, damaging units and buildings. The pilot, a trained saboteur, will eject and parachute to the ground. Once he has landed, he is free to wreak havoc. Carryalls work in tandem with the spy.
Eye in the Skies, man. I never used them, but actually sounds better than I thought they were.
Your target has been indicated. Use the Harkonnen Golas to attack the Imperial barracks. The Sardaukar will believe that the Harkonnen have turned against them. They will join with us to enact their revenge. Use the Harkonnen Golas to attack the Imperial barracks. Your goal is to destroy the barracks and the Sardaukar Guardian. Your attack should trigger an immediate response.
Ready to move.
Construction started.
Complying.
Upgrading building. Building ready to place.
Your
Construction options are now available.
So we'll find the enemy whilst we're doing that.
Started.
Complying.
Oh wow, interesting.
Secondary objective achieved. Continue with your mission. The Sardaukar will follow your orders.
Cobra unit now in motion.
The Harkonnen are launching an offensive.
Oh man, that's so good. Cobra units are so broken. It's actually insane how good they
The Sardaukar
are.
are impressed with our skill. They will ally with us.
Worm sign.
I don't even need to build a base.
Construction options are now available. Construction started. Reinforcements are approaching. Worm attack.
Cobra, your target data.
Lost.
What
Reinforcements
do they have? Oh, that. Okay, I see.
Unit lost. Building ready to place. Insufficient power. Wind traps required. Construction started. New construction options are now available. Upgrading building. Building ready to place. Construction started.
Death before the shudder.
Funds.
Attacking target.
Lost. Insufficient funds. Lost.
That timing.
Lost. Unit lost.
Ready to move.
Construction started. Unit lost.
Complying.
Unit lost. Victory is yours.
We believe the Sardaukar will seek retribution against the Harkonnen. This will be to our advantage. Unwittingly, they do our bidding.
Defend.
The Sardaukar attack the Harkonnen wherever they find them. They have been warned of the incoming Harkonnen attack. We expect them to assist us.
This militarized version of the carrier.
Death before the shudder. Should be an
The
easy win.
Sardaukar have volunteered a force to assist our defense. They do not realize their error.
Training.
I'll have a couple of these just in case.
Training. Upgrading building. Training. Building ready to place. Additional space required. New construction options are now available. Construction started.
I thought the base was going to be interesting.
Construction started.
I bet it's there.
Construction started.
Oh, maybe it is there. Oh, it's there. I see that base.
Construction started. Construction started. Lost. Construction started. Lost.
What is the directive?
Back.
Lost.
Laser tank operational received by your order.
Construction started. Training. Training. Upgrading building.
Complying.
Construction
Ready to
started.
move. Complying.
Insufficient funds.
Complying.
Yeah, we'll get some funds.
Complying. Complying. Your orders. Complying. Ready to move. Complying. Orders.
The Sardaukar will attack the enemy soon. Be advised.
Insufficient funds. Warning sign.
Oh, they shoot their own. Wow. Okay, good to know.
Started. Unit lost.
The enemy is being attacked by the Sardaukar.
Construction options are now available. Construction started. Unit lost. Worm
Ready to
sign.
move. Your orders.
Construction started.
Orders. Complying.
Worm attack.
Complying.
Unit
Complying.
lost.
Complying.
Construction started. Spice harvester under attack.
Complying. Complying. Complying.
Unit lost. Construction started. Unit lost.
Complying. 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 Complying.
Construction started.
Complying. Complying.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Construction started.
That's a lot of infantry.
Lost. Construction started.
The Sardaukar will attack the enemy soon. Be advised.
Your orders. Complying. Complying. Complying.
Okay, I think I understand how I'm gonna play with Ordos now.
The enemy is being attacked by the Sardaukar.
Construction
Ready to
started.
move.
Unit lost. Training. Training.
Complying.
Construction started.
Complying. 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 Complying.
Construction started.
Okay, Sardaukar make sorry, they make a lot of infantry. It's interesting.
Reinforcements are approaching. Construction started.
Ready to position.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Now in motion.
Lost. Construction started. Reinforcements are approaching. Reinforcements have arrived. Construction started.
Oh damn, Cobra unit's so good. Oh, it's like siege tanks in StarCraft 2, man. It's so good.
The
Just hit a
Sardaukar
critical
will
mass
attack
and
the enemy
destroy
soon.
everything.
Be advised.
Okay, yeah, Ordos. Wow. These things are mentally strong.
Victory is yours.
Okay, Cobra units for the win.
The Sardaukar
Holy
blind
moly.
adherence to the concept of honor makes them easy to manipulate.
Atreides attacking Harkonnen again, same place. Will they succeed or will they fail? I reckon fail.
The purpose of our journey to Draconis IV is a review of your recent performance. I believe that the Great Ones will find it to be satisfactory. You should be aware, however, that... Transmission accepted.
There has been a complication. A malfunction has occurred during a test of the Tylaxu leeches and contaminator units. They have escaped from the confinement area. The devices are increasing in number and have become unmanageable soon. They will overrun the Great Hall of the Executrix. Our existence is threatened. You will return to Draconis IV to prevent our destruction. That is the directive.
You must destroy the malfunctioning weapons and prevent the destruction of the Executrix. That is the imperative. Prepare your troops!
Alright. I can't remember this mission. So it should be interesting. Wow. Okay, we start with a lot of stuff.
The civilians are being attacked. The Executrix are in danger. You must destroy the Tylaxu invaders before they reach the Great Hall. Take control of the outpost. This will activate the perimeter defense turrets.
Our designation at your disposal. Awaiting instruction. Complying. Your orders. Your orders. Your orders. Complying. Ready to move.
We're cool.
Awaiting instruction.
Unit lost. Enemy
Our
structure
designation
captured.
is engineer. Our designation is
Construction
engineer.
options are now available. Enemy structure captured. Construction started. Upgrading building. New construction options are now available. Construction started.
Ready to move.
Construction started.
Your orders? Complying. Complying.
Construction started.
Complying.
That's the top of the map. Okay, good to know.
Your orders?
Construction started.
Capture the surrounding structures.
New construction options are now available. Upgrading building.
The Tailatsu are launching an attack against our forces.
Unit lost. Training. Construction started. Leech lava detected. Training. Construction started. Training. Leech larva detected. Unit contaminated. Unit lost. Training. Construction started. Leech larva detected. Unit lost. Training. Insufficient funds. Unit lost.
Okay.
Insufficient funds.
Ready to complying. Your orders?
Insufficient funds.
What is the required task? Your orders.
Insufficient funds.
Complying. More house orders. Complying. Infiltrator operational. Rush target acquired.
Secondary objective achieved. Continue with your mission. The Tailatsu are launching an attack against our forces.
Complying. Your complying.
Leech larva detected.
Complying.
Unit contaminated.
So many. I think what we need is
construction started. Building ready to place. Unit lost.
need power.
Additional space required. Construction started. Unit lost. Building ready to place. Construction started. Construction started.
Cobra unit now in motion. Holy sh!
Ready to move.
Nice army.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Construction started.
Complying. Your orders?
Construction started. Construction started. Construction started.
Cool Cobra units are free. That is lovely.
Lava detected.
Ready to
Construction
strike.
started.
Target data entered. Our designation accepted. Ready to move.
Construction started.
Ready to move.
Secondary objective achieved. Continue with your mission.
Construction started.
Complying.
Leech larva detected.
Complying.
Leech larva detected. Construction started.
Complying. Your orders. Ready to strike.
Unit lost.
Your orders. Ready to position.
Construction started.
Ready to position.
Unit
Now in
lost.
order. Ready to strike. Unit. Now in complying. Ready to strike. Position.
Construction started.
Ready to
Oh, you can't deploy when he's got a thing on it. Oh, that's good to know.
complying. Ready to strike. Orders. Howard. Destination. Receive. Howard. Our designation is engineer. Cobra unit ready to strike. Ready to strike. Now in motion. Now in motion. Ready to strike. Position. Cobra unit now in motion. Sensors locked on.
Construction started.
Ready to strike. Cobra unit now in motion. Data entered. Ready to strike. Calculating trajectory. Position locked. Sensors locked on. Cobra unit. Position locked. Ready to strike. Position locked. Cobra unit data now in motion. Cobra unit data now in motion. Cobra unit now in motion. Calculating trajectory. Data. Cobra unit data entered. Cobra unit. Position locked. Now in motion. Sensors locked on. Target data entered. Your complying. We are at your disposal. Your order ready to complying.
Tailaxu have been eliminated. The city is intact. The Tailaxu infestation has been repelled. This outcome is fortunate. You are to be commended.
Damn straight. That was awesome. Good game, that one. Good game.